Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. I am working on this page. I went ahead and did a little layout so I can have an idea of what I want, just to cut down on the time. So hopefully this won't be a long video. And I figured since I've already laid it all out, that the video will be short enough that I'll do the voiceover as I'm making it. And that way I won't have to speed it up. This is the Artie Mays kit, Foxglove. Did I say that right? Foxglove Bliss. Always want to add another X instead of the V. Foxglove Bliss. And this is a little bit different for me. I've seen a lot of beautiful pages where they have more than one element on the page. Like right here, I just have the belly band. And on some of the other pages, let me see, there's this set up. There's just like one element. Well, here's the pocket and this, but there's nothing up there, even though it's covered. And sometimes I'll just do, you know, a lot of one element, like if there was a pocket here, and then there'd be nothing else there. And it's almost like I didn't want to use everything up on one page, so that's why I was splitting things up. But I wanted to try, and so this is what I came up with. And these are all from her kit. I believe these little pieces, parts, are from Tracy Fox. And I printed this on cardstock because it's lightweight cardstock, because I was going to use it as a journaling card. But then it matches all the colors, and what I was going for, I'm going to use it as a pocket instead. So we'll have like two pockets on one page. So I figure if I do the three around, glue it on three sides, and then glue this down here. If I fold up a piece of paper, I'll still be able to squeeze that in. And ooh, I've got two here. Let's use this one. And squeeze that on top. So I've got two little pockets going on here. So, whoops. Let me see if I can get this straight and do it right. I've already sewed around it. It's got some kind of cranberry thread that I use. Look how pretty. And that I've inked it. I may go ahead and give it a quick stamp in here, because that's about the only thing that's going to show. So let me do, oops, didn't press it down hard enough. There we go. I don't think it's going to show anywhere else. And this is Thistle. It's a purpley kind of color, and it's really, really pretty, and it matches this other from the sprays. And I think this one was, what's it called? Autumn Maple Crimson. And that's the Lindy Starburst sprays. It's got that mica in it. So, cross your fingers. You know how I am. Gluing things down in the right order. So we're going to go there. And I don't have my music playing, so I have all this quiet time. And that's one of the reasons why I started just filming and doing the voiceovers, because I have to have that music playing. It just helps get me in the mood, and it soothes my soul. So I don't want it right up against that crease, because it gets a little bulky there. So, one down. I need to stress this a bit. There we go. So what I've learned to do is because you want this piece down first and trying to stick it all down, it never wants to stay in place. So I just put a little bit dab there so that this piece will hold to it. Because sometimes this piece wants to go first. And I just want to make sure that sliding, the tag in will be easy. This is right on the edge. Whoops! Come back here, you. Okay, make sure I got that without gluing anything wrong. Alrighty. There we go. Oops, everything wants to tip over. And move you out. And I don't want to cover up the stitching, so there. And just be on the safe side. I want to make sure I didn't glue something down wrong. Gently checking. Making sure it stays where it's supposed to. Okay. So I love to edge everything, and I use the Vintage Photo Distress Oxide. And I just re-inked it so it's nice and juicy, gives me that great dark color. Now, I think I do want to put a little eyelet in there, just to add some frilliness to the page. And let's see. Get in there. There we go. Easy peasy. Now I've got these little pieces here. Do I want to use some of this? Yeah, I can use that. This is some seam binding that I colored. That might be too bright, so let's try this little piece. Now I use the same sprays to color. That's on my fingers. I still got pink around my fingers. Come on. I know people are watching. Don't be nervous. Do it. There we go. I love it when you crinkle it up. And to do this, if you haven't watched, what I did before was I just have a Hug Snug. I got it off of Amazon. And I got the white. That way I can go ahead and color any color I need. And I wet it and scrunch it up. I wet it down and then I spray it. I spray the glass and I just dip it and keep it scrunched. And that's what gives you all this lovely scrunchiness. Okay, so let me go ahead. This is too new looking. Didn't you ever want to just age stuff? Just scrunch it up. So this is going to be like a little hidden tuck spot to write stuff on. Ooh, and it tore. That's even better. I love the grunge. Then I open it up, and this is a piece of coffee dyed paper that I printed this little image out on. I'm not sure if I got that image from Artie Mays or not. She has several ephemera kits, some with the tickets, and maybe some of these. I want to say that's what I used. So when you do that, look how pretty that gets, the edging. And a little bit better. It was just too big for my hand to hold. So, I get to tuck this piece in here. And this piece goes here. And I had pulled out this butterfly, and I wasn't sure which little piece I was going to use with it, just to, you know, add some decoration down here. So, let's see, if I do this, this would have to go. I'd have to rethink. That'd be, I think this would be too big, so I think I might use this little piece. And how did I forget to put the top back on this? Let me make sure it hasn't clogged up. Okay, so I think I had that down there. And since that's going to cover all that up, let me add a little bit of text to this spot. And you can add. You don't have to just use what they did. And that ties it all in. So that, and I love the script stamp. So UN on the bottom. Where is that? So that's that. We don't want it into the crease. And before I would have never thought of, you know, going over the pocket, you know, because that's in its own entity, you know, that's like the focal point or something. And so I'm still struggling to allow myself to cover things up. I think I have a little piece of this already cut off over here in this mess. And I can't find, ooh, there it is. So, let's see. Whoops, let go of me. Everything wants to stick. I don't even have glue on my fingers yet. Okay, I like that because you know I love adding layers and this yummy stuff. So I'm going to stretch that out a bit. It's curling up. Put the pin, if I can find it, there it goes, back in that, because I like using the Fabri-Tac whenever I'm going to use lace or fabrics or cheesecloth. And I'm just going to do a little, just to get it started. And since this is going on top of a textile, you know, being the cheesecloth, I want to use this again to make sure it'll stick. The other products might stick too, but I know I can trust this. So, there. And that also holds, I can't even talk right. Enunciate, Angel, enunciate. Holds this down. Normally when I'm doing this and I'm trying to talk, I'm like thinking of 3 things at once and I don't even finish my sentences. So, like, let's see. Do we want a little pretty here? Or a little pretty there? And we've got this. This was white, and that is so pretty. So, is that more better? I can do that. And then I can do this up here, so I won't be so bulky. So, and I had dyed a bunch of different laces and stuff to get that kind of color, because you never knew where I was going to use it. So do I want that there? Do I want that there? Yeah, that way it can hang off a little bit and give a little interest. If I can just remember. Glue there, yellow glue there. Okay, remember, hang off a little bit. Hang off. I'm never even. Well, and I moved it. Never even. So I try to turn it over to get somebody even. Okay, that piece is done. Now we can do this on this whole top part if I want, because that won't interfere with that. Okay, sounds good to me. I can glue it first and cut off the excess in a minute. And have it hang off a little bit over the top. And it's not touching the crease there. I don't want to interfere with that. There we go. Close this up before it gets hard. And trim this. Put you over there so I won't forget you. So, what do you think? Think it needs something here? I feel like it needs a bling. Let's see what I have in the bling department. So I've got the light pink, and I've got this hot pink, I'll call it. There. I don't want this. It's like I kind of like move away and think about it, and I think this will blend in too much. So that answered that. And look, it was meant to be. It was cut perfectly. So that's what I'm going to do. So if you don't allow yourself to overthink, you won't change your mind and constantly question. But you do give yourself like a second to see. I'm trying to get it to stick to me. And let me see. Got my buttons. Oh, that made a loud noise, sorry. Keep forgetting this is glass. And here is a little pink. This is all I have as far as pink and reds. So hopefully when the thrift stores, antique shops open back up again, they might have some more. So that needs something. And do we need something in a different color just for the background? And I like having these different shades. That way everything isn't all the same. And this piece, when I was dyeing it, I cut it way too big, so I just did half with the light pink and the other half this thingy. So let's see. Am I the only one that struggles with unraveling it? Okay. Well, that's not unraveled all the way. There we go. I just needed itsy bitsy piece. If I do it in the middle, where do I feel it needs it? I still feel like it needs something there. Okay, I can live with that. I might trim this down a teensy bit. Okay. Get my Fabri-Tac out. And I am thinking that, you know, I've got that stamp there and I didn't really want to cover it, but I can always add the stamp somewhere else. But it still peeks through the background, so it still adds some interest. Okay. Squishing it out looks better. I like that. Just trying to get some glue off the top there, which work better once it's dry. Yeah, see, it loves me. Let's see. We can just get a teensy bit. One more. There. Now it doesn't look so empty. I know, I overdo it. Okay, what do y'all think? That came together pretty quick. You got two little pockets and pretty colors. We've got some bling. I'm gonna call it a day for that one. Thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all have a great one and happy crafting. Bye-bye.